Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for hanging out with me again. So, we got in some more shrimp. So this time we got in a bunch of, they're all Caridina shrimp, but they're probably ones that a lot of you haven't ever heard of before. So there is a lot to learn when it comes to shrimp because there's so much different crossbreeding that's going on to create different type of hybrids. For those of you guys who are into guppies and all the cool genetics that go along with guppies and breeding and getting certain colors and certain patterns and different looking tails, and you guys would absolutely love shrimp because it's the same thing. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's all about genetics. So they're creating some really cool looking shrimp. So the ones that we got in today, we got them in from a place called the Garden of Eder. I actually found him through not a Facebook group, but one of the forums I think online is actually where I found him at. He was running a Father's Day special. I hadn't seen him before, but he's also got a website. I'll link that down below, so you guys, if you're interested, you can go check out some of the stuff that he has. Today we got in some, again, they're all Caridinas. One of them is called a Starburst. One of them is a red Taitibee, and another one is the Tangtais. And so, first of all, the Starburst, that I'm not exactly sure what the cross is. It looks like it's been crossed somewhere along the lines with the Tangerine Tiger because it has some of the tiger pattern, but past that I'm not exactly sure what is used to create these. Sometimes there's like 3 or 4 different hybrids that are 4 or 5 different types of shrimp that are bred together through multiple generations to come up with it. The Tangtais, those are actually tangerine tigers that are bred with black King Kongs, or black King Kongs are a type of a Taiwan bee. And then the last one is the red Taitibees. These are a cross between a crystal red shrimp and an orange-eyed blue tiger. And an orange-eyed blue tiger is formed by mixing a tangerine tiger and I don't know, some other type of Taiwan bee. So I'm still trying to figure all this out because I had no idea how complicated it was and all the different mixtures people are doing. But you know, people have been doing freshwater shrimp for a long time, but just all these hybrids and stuff that you're starting to see come out have really become popular the last 4 or 5 years. So it's still kind of in its infancy right now. There's obviously going to be a whole lot more come out. If you look at guppies, the different types of strains and color patterns and everything else out there, there's like thousands of them. Well, that's exactly where the shrimp are going also. There's going to be thousands of different patterns, and some of the ones they're coming up with are just absolutely beautiful. But a lot of them you're having to pay top dollar for. There are some shrimp that get up to $200, $300, $400, $500 a piece because they're just so different than anything else that's out there. So it's an expensive hobby right now, but at least getting in early and getting into just crossing some standard Taiwan bees with some crystal reds or crystal black isn't too terribly expensive. You can get, you know, a small colony of 10 of each one of them for less than $100, and then you can put those two together and get those to breeding to start creating some other patterns. But it's cool, and I'm excited about this and learning as much as I possibly can. So let's go ahead and let's get into the box and let's see the cool stuff that we got in. So came in a normal medium priority box. Let's open it up here. That's surprising. I've never seen fish or shrimp shipped without the styrofoam boards in it to keep the temperature in, but I guess since it's already so warm outside, it's not necessary to do it that way. I guess those are more or less for whenever you put a heat pack or cold pack holding that temperature in. So we got just normal newspaper, dividing them out. We've got each one wrapped separately in the funny papers. I had no idea the funny still existed in the newspaper. By the way, who is still reading the newspaper? Yeah, I know I'm not young by any means, but a newspaper? Seriously? Are people just buying it for stuffing and not actually reading it? That could very well be the case. All right, Golly, this sucker is wrapped up. It's like opening a present on Christmas morning. And it's wrapped again. Are there actually shrimp in here, or is it just a bunch of newspaper? Oh my gosh, it's wrapped again. At least it's not the pink insulation. I hate that stuff. I hate when people ship with that pink insulation. Okay, we got them in breather bags here. Just looking at them right now, I have no idea which ones these are. These guys are pretty much sub-adults. They're probably about half the size of an adult, but that's really the best way to ship these is in these smaller size. So A, you get a lot longer with them, and B, they just ship better and they acclimate to your water better than some of the full-size adults. But we'll get all these out and we'll get them colored up and we'll get some pictures of them so that you guys can see them. We'll fast forward this time, so you don't have to sit there and watch me unwrap this thing. All right, here we go. These are probably the Tangtais, because they've got a lot of the orange color in them, like the Tangerine Tigers do. And then one more bag. I can't remember how many I ordered of each one of these. Maybe 10 or 12 or something of each one. Okay, here's the last one. Okay, these might be the Tangtais, because these are more orange and kind of have more of that pattern. I don't know. We'll get them in the water and get them colored up and get some quick shots of them. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. I love each and every one of you. Be sure and leave a comment down below, or if you have a question, leave that down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.